Hello, my name is Sharon Guard, and I'm sitting here rather awkwardly trying to record this video because I'm in the very blessed and honoured position of having been shortlisted for the Kate O'Brien Award this year. It's a very prestigious award and it's a very talented shortlist, and I'm just entirely honoured and mind blown to be part of it. My debut novel, Assembling Ailish, is the story of a woman set in Ireland from sort of the 1970s to the late 2010s, when she's about to turn 50, and she starts to look back at her life and through sort of memory to kind of construct and to make sense of the choices that she made and the opportunities she had, and all of her relationships, particularly with her mother, which was a difficult relationship, and then a forward-going relationship with her daughters, which is very different. So because you've got basically three generations of women growing up in the same place, but a very different reality, a very different world. So she has an ongoing kind of a relationship with an unsuitable man who ends up marrying her cousin, and that kind of forms the basis of a lot of the story going forward. Her trauma kind of acted out in that relationship. I'm going to read a section here that's chapter 6, where she's at age 16 has just slept with this man, and she's having all the usual anxieties that you can imagine around such an event. So I'll just start off here and read a little bit. Let her speak for herself. Chapter 6. My period arrives a week later, earlier than expected, pink and pretty, in new white cotton underwear. Relief, absolution, an answer to prayer-filled nights, suffused with the eerie green glow of a lava lamp. Deals with the Almighty, deals with the devil. I reform, wrap my errant flesh in repentant blue gabardine, starched collar, woolen jumper, fraying at the cuffs. Pull hair back from scrubbed face with tortoiseshell combs, scratched deep across my scalp, plunged into place with purpose. A mass-going vision. Write intelligent observations in tiny script and exemplary notebooks, answer questions enthusiastically, control my thoughts and actions as if by force. By force, actually. Fiona is suspicious. It's the leaving cert, I say. You might be able to afford to take it lightly. I can't. Fiona is not taking it lightly. She wants to do medicine, capital M, every parent's holy grail. Though of all of our parents, Yvonne cares least. Apart from core classes, honours English, Irish, maths, we have different subjects now. She is doing biology, chemistry and physics, French. I do history, geography, German, art. Although there was consternation over this flimsy choice, an earnest discussion over a rigid family dinner about points and options and subjectivity. But objectively, I can draw. I have a talent for colour. My bedroom walls are littered with portraits of Frank and Barbara, Granny, Fiona. The sketchbook under my mattress was reserved for fantasies of Michael. His hair, his hands, his lips. The frustrating and elusive curve of Sarah's cheekbones. Sombre moments of self-torture, as treacherous as scoring my skin with a blade. I look in the mirror, cup my hand around my own face. But the palette of it is different. The ruling genetics are different. There's a school disco at Halloween. No boys allowed. The consequences of a scandalous foray into a gym storeroom at an earlier event, which has resulted in a fifth year going missing. Hush, shush. Sister John stalking halls, her face reminiscent of an ET told he can never go home. To permit a celebration at all is a compromise, one against her better judgment, every concession, a personal battle, every leeway tinged with blame, shame. Fiona and I fit now, within a wider group of 6. Middle-class girls of more or less modest means, daughters of architects, accountants, amorphous insurance company executives. None come from a house as basic as mine or as opulent as Fiona's. We have in common, maybe, nerdish tendencies. Good girls. We don't speak the language of the cool gang, the girls who hang after bands, talk knowingly of drugs and drink, casual sex and, shock, contraception. Rubber johnnies and the pill. Blush, Hush. Decorate their blue and yellow Hessian school bags with C&D symbols, wear keffia and DIY hemlines, defy the nuns to challenge them. Neither do we fit with the rich kids who flit to holiday homes in Spain or France or America. Talk of first-class flights and yacht clubs and ski trips, of Gucci, Versace and Armani, brand names we have no reference for. Watches and rings and sacred milestones marked with money. Instead, we take snootish bookish high ground, Austen and the Brontes, to indicate soul. Irving, Adams, Herbert, contemporary relevance. Orwell, Kafka, Proust, to pose. Vinci, for solidarity. We affect to like the Impressionists, cite Monet, Manet, Cézanne as if we spent time in Paris, paint Degas like ballerinas, covet the colour of Kandinsky and Klimt, listen to jazz and artists we consider have an edge, Tom Waits, Mary Coughlan, U2, that's never missing, Thursday, Double the Pops, subversive Madonnas, traipsing terrazzo tiles to the beat of Like a Virgin. And I'll leave it there. I hope the book, as I say, kind of dips into different timelines, and I hope that I've managed to capture something of those times on the page, and I hope very much that you enjoy it. And thank you.